So for today's lesson, we're going to identify if the function is even, odd, or neither. The function is even if f of negative x is equal to f of x. So if we plug negative x into the function, all sign is still the same, or the new function is the same as the old given function. So this is even function. The function is odd if negative x is equal to negative f of x. So kung i-plug na to ang negative x sa function, all terms in the function would change, has been changed. So if only one term in the function ang mag-utrora, only one term in the function ang mag-change sign, then the rest of the function is still the same sign, then it is not an odd function. So if we identify how to identify neither function, if f of x is not equal to negative f of x. So pasabot ani is, if we replace f of x function, the only thing na mag-change is only one term, or the rest of the function is wala nag-change yang sign, and it is not an odd, or it is not f of x. Let's have an example. Let's say f of x is equal to x squared plus 2. So saan siya pag-identify if it is odd or even or neither? So focus lang ta sa exponent. Since ang exponent is an even number, if we plug f of negative x in the function, so negative x plug negative x squared plus 2. So if we raise the power, or if we raise negative sign to an even number, the term will still the same as x squared. Is like we raise negative x times negative x, still the same as x, right? Diba? The only thing that changes the sign, and plus 2. So if we look at our new function, the function is still the same as f of x. So therefore, in our left side, f of negative x is equal to f of x. So this function is even. How about this second example? Let's try if it is odd, even, or neither. So try to look at the exponent. So 3 is an odd number, and so x, this exponent here, which also represent as x as raised to the power of 1, or is equal x raised to the power 1 is equal to x also. So 1 is an odd number, so therefore this function is already an odd. But let's try to plug negative x in the function. So negative x raised to the power third plus 3 negative x. So any number that raised to the power of an odd number, so the value is still, or the sign is still negative. So it's look like this: negative times negative x times negative. Negative times negative is positive. So positive, this is positive. If we try to times negative times positive x, the result is negative. So therefore this sign here is negative x cubed plus negative x times t is negative 3x. So therefore our new function has changed the sign of the terms. So let's try to factor out it to negative 1. So negative 1 times x cubed plus 3x is equal to negative 1 to plus x cubed plus 3x. So as you can see, this function here, these terms, sayop. So as you can see, this is look the same as our original function. So this is like f of x, right? So this function is an odd function. So let's say in this left side, negative f of x is equal to negative 1 f of x as the definition of an odd function. How about this example? So since if we'll try to look at the exponent, x squared 2 is an even number, and this exponent here represents as x is equal to x raised to the power of 1 is equal to x. So if we try to put this 1 is an odd number. So therefore this function is neither. So try not to prove. Let's plug f of negative x in the function. Negative x raised to the power of 2 minus 2 negative x plus 1. Negative x raised to the power of an even number result is an x, and negative 2 multiplied by negative x is positive 2x and 1. So our new function is atong new function karon is di na siya the same sa kani nga function, which also said nga x squared is the same, but the sign of 2x is now negative from positive from negative, but also 1 is still the same. So this function is not uneven, not even. And if we try to factor out into negative 1, so negative 1 is to x squared is negative x squared, so multiplied by positive to negative is negative 2x, and also negative to positive is equal to negative 1. Now if we try to look at the function here, this function, all sign has changed from positive to negative, from positive to negative, from positive to negative. So this function does not satisfy in this given or the original function, so it is not an odd. That is how are we going to find if it is an odd, even, or neither function.